Last time on Flipside.
At least we ride and get the cameras rolling.
Did you hear about we go somewhere else? In Canada?
There's still possible pandemonium going on out there.
2, 3, 4!
What are you doing? This is Flipside, the show that takes you behind the scenes with the Absinthe-Films crew to see what it took to make the snowboard film optimistic.
It was a cool year to be able to shoot in the city because the city ended up having more snow than most of the mountains.
Okay, guys, let's go. Make sure Mark walks up, okay?
Being in Denver was sweet because Marco's from Denver. This guy that came from streets that aren't exactly the best, to see someone who has succeeded so well and still looks out for all of his friends and his family. And
tired of her getting kicked out of every house that she rented. Landlord and all that stuff, so I helped her get her own house. You know what I'm saying? All right, ready? Oh, God! Did I forget that? Hello? I'm gonna go get... Sorry, I forgot my...
Running around in bleached, ripped jeans. What happened to him?
boy band.
The MFMs.
Ready?
So what's Kurt saying?
Lagging around, hanging in Cali until
The snow's gone?
yeah, basically.
I think for Mark, it was sick because we were going through Denver and he'd be like, oh yeah, that alley over there. When we were younger, like we used to skate and wonder, you know, if you could ollie over that into that parking lot, like you'd be a superhero. But then we'd set it up and he did it on his snowboard, and it's like going from being a child to having those dreams to fulfilling that skateboarder's dream.
Yeah, we got to ride pretty much right downtown. Where's that? A step down over an alley. I pick him nice down. How you doing? All right, go ahead, go ahead. Girl. What the hell was that? Oh. Just created this little tow-in thing with the cars, made that one happen. That was cool.
My man MFM just built it, and he's gonna handle it. What?
Out of the necessity of needing to develop speed for things, we started coming up with using a pulley system for towing people in, and that really changed a lot. You could all of a sudden look at something that before you never had the speed for, and now it was like those guys were just leaping off everything.
Seems kind of hard. Cool with a couple shots, move on to the next. Let's just be out, man. It's like 3 in the morning or something. Let's wake up early and get that. Get a nice 4 hours of sleep and get back up. Let's do that.
This year, the group was way less spread out than usual. We had like up to 8 or 10 riders in one zone at one time with 3 filmers. And that's really unusual, you know, except for in Alaska.
Mark Gallup had some secret spots he wanted to show us, to do a couple of jibs.
It's just, you know, countryside of British Columbia, pretty much. Gallup wanted to show us a place there, an old mine, so we worked there for a couple of days.
It's not even a village, it's like 4 or 5 houses together. And I found triple roof gap between those stuff.
Smells good. You gonna clear the third building?
Everybody could find like a different jeep to do, so we're not like fighting over spots.
How does it look?
Good.
It was good setup. We stayed there, met the locals. Shandy Campos was there. He was with Gabe Langlois, filming for the new Travis movie.
Long day in the coots, West Coast.
That was a funny day though. One of those ones like make you love snowboarding.
Seeing this stuff?
We had a really different environment there. We had these trees that were just plastered with snow, and I know that most people in the world just never get to see that kind of situation, so of course that's what I wanted to focus on and get a bunch of cool like freestyle stuff off these trees that were just covered in snow.
Justin, when he sees a picture or a nice shot, it gets him motivated. And he was way motivated to just being in the woods and getting those shots in the frosty, snowy trees.
I think I can land here, no problem.
Okay. More on the right side, there's some trees, but kind of flat. Hopefully that's enough powder. Get back.
We were definitely sessioning some stuff that a lot of our crew was totally brand new to them. The people that were there made the most of it.
The terrain there is way different than Whistler, for example. It's more like smaller hills with a lot of woods. We got on that pillow, jump into pillow mission, and that was kind of new for me.
Wole was doing some of the coolest things in that tree jib environment.
Come and you got the expectations to hit jumps or whatever, so took a couple of days, okay, that's what we're gonna do, you know? Then you find more stuff. What do you want to ride?
Wole got thrown wrong and he ended up landing on his head into a tree. It was a small tree, but he hit it the wrong way.
You're watching Flipside, the making of the snowboard film Optimistic.
It's just you and Marco now.
Oh yeah?
Wole hit his head.
Really?
Yeah.
Is he okay?
He's okay. He had to
Yeah?
get some stitches though.
Really? We can stitch him.
Yeah, you bring your needle and thread?
Yeah, I got the first aid kit.
Sick.
Sew him back.
You didn't see stars, you weren't confused.
No stars.
Good.
Confused.
That's normal.
So I understand the snow generally in Europe this year is not so good.
Yeah, there is almost no snow.
Really?
Roman ended up hitting a tree also.
Robin.
Backside 5 into trees and Gigi's board saved my life.
Good doggy.
Good doggy, thanks. Oh yeah, totally. See how I hit the trees? Just right there, like boom.
So glad that wasn't your femur.
Oh. Maybe it is, and I'm strongest.
You want me to push that up on the wall?
Yeah, like that mountain, see what we did with the transition? Yeah. Just as close as you can, then we'll
Yeah, we could like fine tune it.
That's how you shovel, huh?
You know I'm down for the cause, homie. Doing big things with my boy MFM, dog. I'm out here. Representing the big in the D-town with my boy MFM. Coming up straight up out them gutters, homie. Still representing all day.
That feels real as hell, dude. Straight up. Nights in Denver, baby. You know what I'm saying? Love it.
In a video, it's cool when you see one rider do that spot, two riders do that spot, but then at the end of the video, when every rider went to the same spot together, it just seems like there was just something missing from the originality of just each individual.
I mean, we can hit a lot of stuff now with the car and the rope towing. And now it's like when it's snow all over the place, we're just like looking at every little thing in the city.
Because of the progression of everything, things are getting better and bigger. Instead of, we'll just try to fling the guy in. If he doesn't have speed, he might come up short. Tow him in as fast as he wants to go, even too fast, and let him slow down.
I don't like waking up at 5, dude, all right? You know what I'm saying? For all that backcountry. I like, you know, staying up till 5 and riding like that.
Back on the slope, excited, just going like, oh yeah, I can do it, I'm invincible, whatever. But nature always remind you like who's the strongest anyway. That time was the tree.
Really wanted to get Roman and Gigi riding together a lot this year because those guys are, you know, like family, and they definitely push each other riding. As soon as Gigi came over, Roman had gotten hurt before and was just flying over, go back to Europe.
Had a horrible trip there, flew transatlantic, landed in Vancouver, had a half day of a layover until I caught a small plane into the interior of BC. I had to drive with the bus another 8 hours, but I also had to wait for that bus until midnight.
All in all, 40 hours trip.
I got there and it was snowing, and I knew this means that we get to ride good.
New boots.
New area, new boots.
New day, new season, new everything.
Really stoked when Gigi showed up. I've been waiting for his arrival for quite a while, and definitely had a bunch of things. But I was hoping to see him snowboard on in Nelson.
My suggestion would be like, put that boot pack in, see what we got up there on the ridge, see how the visibility is.
How's the hike feel on the head?
Good, it's all right.
Okay.
Taking it easy.
Slowly finding out what we were able to ride with Roman, Bola, and Marco. I had sessioned this area quite a bit, and I didn't really want to go anywhere near the spots they have already been. Doing the same stuff over and over just didn't make sense.
I'm not so motivated. I think it's my boots. Blame the boots or blame Canada. No, don't blame Canada.
Les petits, the little big bugs that are ugly.
Where?
I had it in my bathroom too.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
During the trip in Canada, my wife was 5 months pregnant. I was waiting one day in particular to know the sex of the baby. She told me it was gonna be a boy, so I was super stoked.
It's a boy.
Snow, snow, snow. Shandy Campos and his filmer is like local. He kind of grew up in that area. So he knows the place real good. They took us to some places around the mine, and it was pretty cool.
Oh my God, dude. Holy
I don't know.
Like we rode in an old village, like a dead village. Yeah, it was so cool.
You okay?
Yeah, okay.
Good thing you landed on top of it.
¡Avalanche, avalanche! Savani, go!
A lot warmer today.
Yeah, wake up cold.
Not every rider really likes to ride the same thing.
Let's get it! Yeah!
The name of the game was like find your own stuff.
People that weren't with us, you know, they'd just be all, so what are you guys doing? Shooting rails and stuff like that. Shot maybe one rail with EC, and the rest of them were crazy wall rides and jumps and stuff in the city.
You're watching Flipside, the making of the snowboard film Optimistic.
Good to see you out here, EC.
Yeah, good to be out here.
Riding with Mikey, you could make like going to a trip to the worst place on earth just funny.
Oh man, I feel like I just did it. Yes, good job, guys.
That was awesome.
Hell yeah.
Do you guys have a plan? Anything you want to go to specifically right now? Look on the right.
Yeah, let's have a look at our right parking.
Once we scoped new areas, I was feeling more like I could make a call of going to try something. I was more open than going back to a spot that has already been played in.
Stability was definitely an issue throughout January and February, so we kept it in the trees a lot. Feichner was new on the crew this year. He's primarily a guy who's going really big and high rotation jumper, like 6 snowboarder on that level. In order to build a wedge, you really need to have a bigger space, so you're going to be putting yourself in a situation where a slide could happen. We definitely expanded his horizons a bit by putting him in situations that he would normally not be in.
Not looking that red anymore? It's fine, you think? Should we try it at least? I just want to ollie it once.
It was nice to not be building wedge after wedge after wedge and just get more creative with the terrain that was put in front of us.
Geeky got the shot.
Slow-mo.
Oh, dude, that's gonna be sick.
Session ender.
I'm over it, man. You're over it?
Yeah, a little bit over it. Didn't land so much. And I did a lot of pressure on myself.
Yeah.
Because I have only 1 month. And yeah. And pissed me off that we have no snow in Europe. And yeah, let's go.
Mikey, I mean, he's so elusive these days, you know, he's wanted by everybody. It's really tough to nail him down, and it was cool that he came and met up with us. It's really cool to see a person like Mikey because he's a veteran and you can see the skills and experience that are speaking louder than anything. Just like Mikey's style, he arrives and he just finds spots, has a list of things he wants to do. He does them, gets them done, and that's the program right there.
I'm out. See you guys. Thanks for everything, man.
Any last words for the Denver trip?
Denver shows love. We love Denver.
Yeah, AC.
Everyone started to leave, you know, it was perfect conditions, it was powder. We'd just been getting a bunch of shots. Unfortunately, a lot of those guys felt like it was time to leave after they'd gotten a few shots and they were still hoping for snow back home.
Your bloodies coming here, huh?
Yeah.
What are those guys doing?
They're hanging.
You gonna stay?
I think so. It sounded like it.
Blowing it or what?
Pretty much.
I was over it. For me, it was time to leave. I think we got good shots there, and you know, at one point you need to do a break and motivate it again for the next trip.
Next on Flipside.
That's the verdict.
Love those boots.
Hey, we're in Buffalo.
If you want to do the streets.
My grandfather actually introduced me to toboggan.